One Zambia, one nation, and welcome to Zanis News, where we look at the headlines in the news. Mazabuka set for solar water supply system. Luansha copper mine launches second pump at 28th shaft. Over 17,000 Mungwi households on social protection program. And coming up in sports, Zambia under-17 beats Uganda in World Cup qualifier. Now with the news in detail, my name is Margaret Kangwa and my sign language interpreter is Neham Mumbi. Two villages in Mazabuka district will soon be connected to a solar water reticulation system with support from a group of American well-wishers, People's Action Forum. And Fort Lewis College, in collaboration with People's Action Forum, is rolling out clean and safe piped water to households of Nachili and Siyowi communities under the Shanta program. More details in this report.
Development has located Nachili and Siyowi villages of Mazabuka district. The two villages who have solar-powered piped water in their households, gifted to them by American Fort Lewis College, working with the People's Action Forum PAF. Currently, community members are working on trenches for laying pipes from erected 20,000 liters of tanks to strategic points identified for installation of taps in the communities. The partners says this project is just the beginning of more to come.
We are here to help. No one is paying us to be here. We are all volunteering to come help you as a community develop these services. So we hope over the next 2 weeks that we can work together to help develop this water service for you, the community. That projects will continue to come and all households will get water in the coming years.
The community is grateful for this development. People's Action Forum and government intend to cement their partnership of developing communities.
We are here to work for 2 weeks, and what we want, the team, the partners are ready to get this work done in 2 weeks.
And I'm challenging the women to ensure that they run with it and ensure that there's going to be no politics of pushing and shoving.
What a blessing that to have our partners from America bring us water to our doorsteps. Instead of traveling maybe 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers with your 10-liter container on your head. Those days should be long gone under the current administration.
Women are geared for this project. The two villages were recently hit by waterborne diseases, which includes cholera, and this project will improve sanity among the communities. Zanis, in Mazabuka district of Southern Province.
Well, and the Eastern Water and Sanitation Company has assured residents that the company will expedite the process of providing water to Lumezi's Central Business District, following concerns from residents over delays to finalize the project. And company district manager Yotam Nyerongo has attributed the delay in the water reticulation projects to the procurement process. Details in this report.
The fact that water is synonymous to life and essential in supporting countless human activities, the United Party for National Development Administration placed water and sanitation among priorities by directing that part of the Constituency Development Fund CDF can be utilized to improve water and sanitation access. True to that, Lumezi District in Chamtoa Ward prioritized the water project under the 2022-2023 CDF to complement Eastern Water and Sanitation Company achieve its mandate of providing water and sanitation services in rural areas to avert the suffering of the people who are compelled to consume water from unsafe shallow wells in some parts of Lomezi. The people are concerned with the slow pace at which Eastern Water Supply and Sanitation Company is working.
Muchihanya maji yo mara tukanea kukaringondi soba Eastern Water kutuwaka maji tikenge but it's not too many.
A year ago, but up to now there's nothing which has been done. But since they have come, we are hoping that they will do their best so that we are helped with the water challenges. As we are going towards dry season, it becomes more difficult for us to have water.
Davis Mwanza is Chamtoa Ward Councillor.
It is our hope that this time around the works will be speed up so that we are able to see, the people are able to see what is their money has done for the community.
The utility attributed the setback to the procurement of a driller as they had to follow normal procurement procedures being a government institution.
We are at a point where we are trying to find a source where we can drill the borehole which shall give us water to feed the community. So basically, the first point is to look at where are we getting the water.
Patrick Soko, Zanis News, Lomezi District, Eastern Province.
Well, in other news, the Parliamentary Committee on Health has visited Namwala District to appreciate the challenges and successes of the devolved health services in the district. Details in this report.
The Parliamentary Committee on Health, Community Development and Social Services conducted a parliamentary oversight visit in Namwala to check on how the decentralization of the health services is progressing in Namwala District in the first phase of the devolution of health services to the local authority. The team was led by Committee Chairperson Dr. Christopher Kalila, who is also Lukulu East Member of Parliament.
We are here basically to look at or check how the local authority and also our colleagues from the district health office, how they have embraced the devolution of health services to the local authorities. So just to know whether they have understood the policy measure, have they, maybe it starts from whether they have heard of it and they have embraced it, what difficulties they are having currently, if any, and also just to share some of our thoughts around this devolution, and that's it.
The Parliamentary Health Committee heard how the decentralization of health services is progressing in the district by the District Health Director and the Council Secretary.
A sector grant account for the departments was opened this year. The purpose of this account is to facilitate the devolved functions. So all the GRZ funding for Department of Health will be deposited in that account. So this hasn't started happening yet. All our grants for this year has been coming through our usual RTC account. So far, all the transactions or requests for funds have been approved by the Council Secretary, who also chairs our Finance Committee.
Working in Namwala, there is no element of whatsoever. We emphasize the fact that this is the serious government policy, and the benefits are vivid. So people are not resisting.
But maybe they are serious.
The team also visited the Namwala District Hospital, while Linda Peary reporting in Namwala District of Southern Province.
Thank you for that report. And meanwhile, the Parliamentary Committee on Local Government has expressed happiness with the rate at which the Constituents Development Fund projects are being executed in Kitwe. Committee Chairperson Newton Samakai has, however, expressed concern at the poor quality of some projects. Mr. Samakai was speaking when the committee received submissions from the members of the public on the performance of CDF in Kitwe. More in this report.
Constituents Development Fund, CDF, has become a household phrase as it continues to change lives across the country. The fund, which has been sharply increased by the New Dawn government to 30.6 million kwacha, entails more work to councils as administrators of the fund. The Parliamentary Committee on Local Government was at Kitwe City Council to get public submissions on the performance of the fund in the district. Committee Chairperson Newton Samakai highlights the team's impression.
Our mission is really to try and get the feel of what is going on the impression that the people have on the implementation of the constituency development fund. This is the tradition. What we do as members of parliament is to try and assess the performance of various policies as far as the people are concerned. So we are doing this on constituency development fund. So the information that we collect from the people, we prepare a report and it goes to the main house, and that goes to the executive to inform them on the things, areas that require to be worked upon in order to smoothen the process so that the policy will be implemented without hiccups. So we've gotten quite a lot of information from the councils that we have met so far, and I think that mostly they have bemoaned the fact that the procedures, despite having been reformed, are still a problem up to now in terms of accessing these resources. And this has been now compounded by the central government mopping resources if they remain idle in their accounts, if they are not used. They are saying that this has actually going to cause a lot of problems in terms of speed implementation of projects. But we've also checked some projects and we found out that the quality of some of these projects actually is much desired. We're not getting quality out of the products that we are getting from CDF. One reason is that the projects were not properly costed, especially buildings. The costings actually are below par. So as a result, the people that are experienced in the industry of construction did not want to participate because they feared to make losses. So the people that came forward are the ones that are new entrants into this industry, and that's why the quality is impaired.
And Kitwe City Council Town Clerk Patrick Kambita appealed for additional manpower.
The other challenge, Chair, is related to inadequate manpower. I'll give an example of Kitwe. We have 5 constituencies, but until just last week, we only had 2 quantity surveyors. That is far below our expectation. We want to see a situation where we have a quantity surveyor, at least 1 per constituency, and perhaps even 2 others, because they don't only deal with the CDF projects, but the various mandates that are given to them under the department. I must place on record our appreciation to the Local Government Services Commission that we have begun to see a response in terms of equipping this very, very critical department. Also in the area of civil engineers, these who actually undertake project management as project managers. They are also responsible for various duties under the department. So to supervise over 40 projects, one particular project manager is extremely a big, daunting task. So in the end, we discover that they don't visit certain projects because they are overwhelmed.
Members of the public, contractors, and civic leaders made their submissions.
We as contractors, we always want to go onto markets and see how much the material is costing and quote against what they want to procure. So you find that when we bid, the procurement committee who give the lowest bidder. Then they want you, the lowest bidder, to do quality works without compromise. I see to it that the purpose of CDF will be defeated if we are not following what they say, engineers' estimates.
You put it in your pocket. If cooperatives in the wards are failing, to use 13,000, 25,000, they share the money. What about 30 million? Can we manage in the wards? If you wish in a constituent to use that money, we can't, because we don't have the capacity. I know you are the end users of this money as the ward for the projects are
As government and the members of the public continue to interact on the best practices on CDF administration, this empowerment initiative is destined to trigger massive social and economic development across the country. Liz Ngobeka reporting for Zanis in Kitwe.
Thank you for that report, and great meeting indeed. Now, the Luansha copper mine has launched its second pump as part of the dewatering process of Shaft 28, which has been waterlogged for over 20 years. Ministry of Information and Media Director spokesperson Henry Kapata has visited the mine to check on the progress. Details in this report.
Preparations for the dewatering process of CNMC Luansha Copper Mine Shaft 28 is steadily progressing. The mine has fired its second pump to test the stability of the infrastructure that will be used to support the process.
This particular pump, unlike the first one that we tested for 3 to 4 hours, this one roughly will go for about 8 hours. We are now testing this one from 3 various different aspects. One, we're also testing the substations, the stability of the energy that is running these pumps. We are testing the pumps as well, and also the efficacy of the canal.
The government is happy with the prospects that will accrue from the same.
Upstream, we have Kafua Gorge Upper generating 990 megawatts. Then we have Kafua Gorge Lower generating 750 megawatts. And we have a small one on the foot of Kafua River generating 10 megawatts. So that is cascaded generation, which is being added to as value through this pumping water.
We have farmers along these streams, and those farmers have been given the authority to harvest the water, to grow crops that we need to survive as a country.
The development comes 30 days after President Hichilema witnessed the lowering of the 2 pumps out of the 15 that are expected to be installed. Once the shaft becomes operational, 3,000 jobs will be created, offering a promising outlook for the locals. Karen Mshenywa, Zanis, Luansha District.
Thank you for that report. Now, the Zambia Revenue Authority ZRA has secured resources to put up an ultra-modern enforcement center along the Kasama-Mbala Road. ZRA Commissioner General Dingani Banda says the construction of the enforcement center will help curb all illegal activities that are undertaken by the people using the road. Jafed Munkondia filed in this report.
Smuggling of goods is a dangerous act as it deprives the country of the much-needed revenue which can be used for development. This is why the Zambia Revenue Authority, ZRA, is talking tough about this illicit act. ZRA Commissioner General Dingani Banda, who held a press briefing at Nakonde One-Stop Border Post, announced that the authority will soon start the construction of an ultra enforcement center along the Kasama-Mbala Road to curb the vice.
ZRA has set aside funds in 2024 budget to build an ultra-modern enforcement center. This will be on a similar concept as the Kapirimposhi Enforcement Center, and it will be based along the Kasama-Mbala Road. We believe that these measures will assist to curb smuggling through these key routes where we have the Kapiri Posh right now, and then the Kasama Enforcement Center that will come on board.
The ZRA Commissioner General later hosted his Tanzanian counterpart, Alfayo Japan Kidata.
The customs to customs integration, indeed, this is a very important issue. MCG, I'm happy to hear you've done it with Rwanda and Burundi. I believe those are also on Nascuda Award.
Yes.
Yeah. Zambia, we've done it also with Zimbabwe, and we've done it with Botswana and which other one? And Malawi.
Mr. Kidata expressed happiness with the measures the Zambian government is taking to decongest the Nakonde one-stop border post.
And see, once that Kasesa is operational, it will reduce the condition of Tunduma. So probably it will complement the efforts which we are struggling here. So for me, I'm supporting that border post. On our side, we have decided to have a timetable to improve.
Reporting for Zanis News, I'm Jafet Munkondia.
Still with the news, Smart Zambia has officially handed over a Starlink satellite kit to Muoyo Youth Skills Training Resource Center in Alolo District. Ministry of Youth, Sports and Arts Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chileshe received the kit on behalf of the institution, emphasizing that the gadget will enhance access to digital technologies and foster overall socio-economic development. Sifiwe Mwangala reports.
Smart Zambia Institute has donated a Starlink satellite kit to Moyo Youth Skills Training Resource Center in Alolo District. Smart Zambia Institute coordinator Pesi Chinyama delivered the kit to the resource center that has been operating from 2017 without internet.
The internet will provide with accessories to understand what is going on out there in the world and empower the people of Nalolo to learn and upgrade themselves and be able to provide solutions globally. And that is the most important thing about everything that we're doing, because that knowledge cannot be taken away from you. So the government in its policy to ensure that we take internet across to these areas, the most remote areas of Zambia, is that the equity that the president talks about, that citizens must be almost at the equal footing in terms of being able to sustain their lives and even to grow with their own economic lives. So today, going forward, Nalolo will now have access on information on agriculture, fish farming.
And Minister of Youth, Sport and Arts Permanent Secretary Kangwa Chileshe, who received the kit on behalf of the resource center, said the kit will enhance access to digital technology and foster development.
Our government is steadfastly committed to the Sustainable Development Goal on digital acceleration. This commitment underscores transformative potential of digital technology in advancing our societal and economic objectives.
And Western Province Permanent Secretary Smomo Akapelwa said the internet connectivity is a game changer for the district.
The occasion we are witnessing today is a game changer for the province, but for the people of Nalolo in particular. For our youth, they will now be able to count themselves among the elites of digital knowledge, because they will now be able to train and have hands-on computer experience.
Sifuwe Mwangala, Zanis in Alolo District, Western Province.
We now take a break. I'll be back for more news. Stay tuned.
Zambia Today is a program that keeps you informed on various government policies and programs. Join us every Tuesday at 18 hours on Zanis TV, Topstar Platform, Channel 6 DTT, and 458 DTH. Don't miss.
The
Issue is a program that looks at topical issues happening in the country. Watch The Issue every Friday at 19:30 hours, only on Zanis TV, Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH on Topstar. Don't miss.
How I Made It is a program that delves into the many success stories of different people from all walks of life. Watch How I Made It on Zanis TV every Thursday at 18:30 hours on the Topstar channel, Channel 6 DTT and Channel 458 DTH.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. Milombwe area in Serenja district has thanked government for constructing a decent house for him. Samuel Kaima has urged government to continue with social protection programs which are changing the livelihoods of people. And Ministry of Community Development is piloting the construction of 12 houses for the vulnerable and physically challenged people under the social protection scheme in Serenja district. Daniel Billy brings us more in this report.
88-year-old Samuel Kaima of Milombwe area in Serenja district remembers the morning from 2024 January like it was yesterday.
Bana mayo baria balesa mukuchekinga nokulaka mbatike pepa pamwishi basangire muri mpande shititwo yali lepuka kufika panshi yale lepuka filiru msi nomba bale batika mipa yengande amdala ne wazomba nchitesha.
His daughter Beatrice is full of praise to God and President Hakainde Hichilema for helping her father to have decent shelter again.
Totera kuli mwe buteko. Nde totera sana mwandini kupichira muri lesa. Bakubika ko inshira mwalete ko afuirisha ko batata. Bali ino nshita mwandini nganika tu shift wa chituchite. Kuba fyashi. Kaifwe bana kashifwe katapa tapalifu ngachite. Bantu wenga ndefa yali afya ni mutenge. Suwe finso ntafira fyonse faita shani. Fyali kuchita shani fyali pona mukati so baisa sende fimu tyabe ne bayikoseresha batema. Babikamo nomba utachale yafwa kwati batingire mo kanshi imfulanga yaisa wali buchushi.
Thankfully, government through the Department of Community Development and Social Services has constructed this house for Mr. Kaima.
Abirinde mutotera lesa mipale mwe bantu bakwalesa.
The Provincial Presidential Delivery Unit in Central Province is happy with the concept and wants the project to be rolled out.
This is one of the projects under the Presidential Delivery Unit, which is a welcome project. The concept is very good because it emphasizes speedy completion and high quality in terms of workmanship. So we are very happy for that. We just hope that this project can be rolled out.
Serenja District Works Supervisor Rachel Msonda gives us the targets of the construction works.
Construction of this same house and the pit latrine, which is combined with a bathroom. And so far, the percentage of completion is about 95%.
Daniel Billy for Zanis News in Serenja District, Central Province.
And now, in a related development, over 17,000 households are benefiting from the Social Cash Transfer Program in Mungwi District of Northern Province. Provincial Deputy Permanent Secretary Beauty Puri says government interventions have changed the lives of the people. Here is a report.
An inspiring story of Agnes Sampa of Mutemba village in Mungwi district, who was deserted by her husband, leaving her with 4 children. Miss Sampa, however, improved her life after she joined the saving group through the Supporting Women's Livelihood program implemented by the Department of Community Development. She saved enough money and invested it in her education, where she acquired a diploma in public health nursing and is now volunteering at a health facility waiting for deployment.
I started my business in 2018 and I took myself to college. I'm a registered public health nurse.
Meanwhile, social cash transfer beneficiaries implemented by the Department of Social Welfare have invested the funds in decent housing units, shops and gardening, among other ventures.
Social cash transfer
Northern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Beauty Ondipiri led a joint monitoring team of social protection programs in Mungwe district.
Tafaya abantu bakukuchitashi ukufana ensalaini dawa mipele MPF tule muna batatana mkwata pa kulala atuikala bunola tukatakaya ndakasuma na hii neo mulesombola no mbaline chine moneka tukuteko walitemwa abantu bawo.
Let them use this material to the intended purposes. In that way, we move forward.
The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services highlighted some of the programs being implemented in the district.
We are implementing social cash transfer, and currently we have a cash total of 17,633.
Under the food security pack, a lot of houses have benefited in terms of being food secured at household level.
Helen Boyle reporting for Zanis in Mungwe, Northern Province.
And now in health news, Zambia Flying Doctor Service Chief Executive Officer George Nguni says the service has recorded a significant improvement in the delivery of quality specialized medical services to people in the hard-to-reach areas of the country. Dr. Nguni has disclosed that Zambia Flying Doctor Service is overseeing 56 health posts in different parts of the country with a target of reaching about 14,000 people in rural areas per month. Here is a report.
Zambia Flying Doctor Service workers have met to celebrate one another for the labor they have rendered in accomplishing what they have achieved so far.
We have recorded significant improvements with a very aggressive turnaround strategy as far as provision of medical services is concerned. We are coming from a scenario where in a year we could only achieve 5 medical outreaches. Last year, we managed to at least achieve over 65 medical outreaches, servicing over 105,000 of our brothers and sisters in the rural areas. We have increased our outreaches to a minimum of 8 outreaches. Not only have we increased the number of outreaches, we have also increased the number of days that our teams spend in the outreaches. Increase in the number of days means we have increased the number of facilities that each outreach team is supposed to attend to. So the number of facilities has increased to 7 times 8 outreaches. We have got in excess of 56 health posts that we are servicing every single month. Our target per month is to service not less than 14,000 of our colleagues living in the rural, hard-to-reach parts of this country.
With regards to engineering, when I came, I found 4 engineers. Now we have 10, or 6 pilots in total.
Director Human Resource is pleased to highlight some of the achievements that have been done.
I stand here proud of the diverse talented team that we have built at ZFDS, a team that embodies the spirit of unity, collaboration, and excellence. Since I joined the service, I can attest of the spirit of unity. It's amazing how we come together regardless of our profession and position to achieve a set goal. The diagnostic hub at the Tree Oval, the aero farm in Mpongwe, and the renovation of the works at Lawless. And now, the ongoing facelift of the Kenneth Kaunda Aero made in Tower are a few examples of unity at work that I can attest to.
Martha Banda, an assistant health worker, walked away with 3 prizes for being the most disciplined, punctual, and best employee.
For us to be recognized today, we don't take it as something very simple. It is something special unto our lives, and it is a memory that has been created that will always reflect on as we are continuing to be hardworking.
Later, Zambia Flying Doctor Service employees appreciated the Chief Executive Officer, George Nguni, for his hard work. Jacqueline Moore, Zanis in Indola.
And now in education news, 30 female Zambians have been awarded Scottish scholarships to attend training at Heriot-Watt University in Scotland under the Enable Scholarship Program. Heriot Wat Club Zambia President Sam Abrahams says this is a direct response to President Hakainde Hichilema's request for education support from the Scottish Government. Mr. Abrahams was speaking last night at the launch cocktail of 30 scholarship recipients for the Gender Equality Initiative Cohort 2. He noted that the selection has a representation from 6 different provinces of Zambia who will undertake a Master's in Business Administration training. Mr. Abrams said the 30 candidates received their offers after a scrutiny of 1,000 applications. And Ministry of Defense Permanent Secretary Norman Chipakupaku, who is also Heriot Wat University alumni, pledged his support to the 30 new scholars. Mr. Chipakupaku urged the scholars to ensure they complete their course and contribute towards the development of the country.
We're here, of course, to celebrate 30 new scholars on the MBA qualification here in Zambia. 30 scholars, I may say, who received their offers after over 1,000 applications from across Zambia. Let's be honest, those 1,000 applications that we see represent the strength and the depth of the academic talent from across Zambia right now. And as those students study, not just at home but also abroad, we have to say it is truly right now Zambia Kuchalo.
Good news is, you have got all these graduates here. We are here to support you. If you've got a problem with financial management and all those ratios, come back. We will help you. And our job is to make sure that you complete your course so that you can come and help develop our country.
The scholarship program is a scholarship program that provides access to the online MSc degrees of Heriot Watt University. And I can announce that we have funding for 10 new scholarship places. And we have MSc programs in renewable energy development, sustainable cooling systems, construction project management, and these are some of the areas that we're working on.
I'm really looking forward to the next 2 years that I will be studying at Heriot Watt. I will be pursuing a Master of Business Administration.
Red Arrows Football Club are in the 2024 ABSA Cup champions after beating Kawe Warriors 2-1, marking their second ABSA title in the club's history. This was in the ABSA Cup final that was graced by President Hakainde Hichilema at the National Hero Stadium. And our sports journalist Audrey Kalenga reports that the Airmen opened their score sheet through Ison Dara in the second minute, recording one of the fastest goals of the tournament. And shortly before the halftime whistle, the Chisimbewe-led side pulled another one through Ricky Banda in the 42nd minute of the play. And the Zambia Railway-sponsored side did not relent as they scored a consolation goal through Godfrey Binga in the 52nd minutes of the game to reduce the deficit for Warriors through Ocean Mushire assist. And Red Arrows Football Club have walked away with 800,000 kwacha, with 350,000 kwacha reversed for Kawe Warriors.
Thank you.
And finally, in sports news, the Zambia Under-17 national women's team has beaten Uganda 2-0 in the Under-17 FIFA Women's World Cup qualifiers played at the National Hero Stadium. An early goal from striker Namute Chileshe in the second minute of the play saw the Copper Princesses claim an early lead which they held on until half-time. And earlier, Uganda had threatened in the opening 20 minutes of the match, watched by a cheering crowd. And halftime ended 1-0 in favor of the home side despite Uganda making several attempts for a comeback. And Uganda managed to surge led pressure on the Zambians with a led consolation goal, which was ruled out for a foul in the second half of the play. And in the 70th minute, Ruth Mukoma doubled the lead from a well-measured pass by Blessing Zulu, setting the Copper Princesses on a comfortable victory against Uganda. Now that sports item brings us to the end of the news. Before I finish, we look at the headlines once again. Mazabuka set for solar water supply system. Luansha Copper Mine launches second pump at 28th shaft. Over 17,000 Mungwi households on social protection program. And Zambia Under-17 beats Uganda in World Cup qualifier. That is all we had for you, and on behalf of the entire production crew here at Zanis, thank you so much for being with us. It has been Margaret Kangwa, and my sign language interpreter has been Neham Mumbi. Stay glued.